Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Michael Pina Senior Show. It's July 25th. This is episode number 151. This is a show that helps you live on less than you make, stay out of debt, so later you can live and give like nobody else. Well, I tell you something, I've been incredibly busy. I hope you've been working a lot this summer. I mean, I've been working my ass off, and that's why it's been very difficult for me to do a show. I thank everybody, my longtime listeners out there, for writing into me, checking up on me. I am just working a lot. Listen, if you want to check out what I've been doing, go to QB Velocity on Facebook and like that page, or you can follow QB Velocity on Instagram, Twitter. Check out what we're doing. And we also have a website that's going to be starting. That's my son and I, our business, and it's been absolutely just taken off this summer. So I've been really running a lot with that. I'm also still working at UPS. My days are coming to an end there, though, which I'm excited about because we're on the move. We're on the move. I mean, last time I was telling you, we were putting together a move on our house. I was trying to bring you a little bit through that. Today, I'm going to talk about some of the expenses that come up when you're buying a home, just so that you're aware of it, because it just feels like every time you turn around, there's a new expense when you're going to buy a home. So I hope you've been staying on your budget. I hope that you're doing the things that are making you financially successful. If you've got any questions, you're stuck on anything, get in touch with me at coachp2210@yahoo.com. I hope to be able to do this show more because I've got a lot of people asking me questions and I do want to answer them one at a time. But today I just want to tell you where I'm at on selling and buying my home. So right now my house at 47 Byron Ave in Brockton, it's in a purchase and sale agreement, and it's going to have an appraisal done on it this tomorrow, which is this Friday, and we should be closing on this house on August 15th. So we'll be closing on the house in Brockton August 15th, and we have a home picked out in New Hampshire, and it's in a beautiful part of Raymond, New Hampshire. And I hope if you go on QB Velocity next week, I'll be having some shots on there because I'm going to be training some athletes over in Raymond, New Hampshire, and you'll be able to see some of the picturesque areas of where I'm going to be moving to. Absolutely gorgeous area. So, but what I wanted to bring up, which I don't know if it aggravates me, but it just seems like every time I turn around, you got to have more cash on hand to be able to take care of some of the things you need to buy a home. And that's what I'm going to talk about today. I mean, first off, when you're buying a home, you have to have a deposit. So in my case, the agreement was once you put an offer in, you've got to have a deposit to bind that offer. And we had to have a $5,000 deposit to put down just to bind that offer. Once the sellers and I agreed on a selling price and we both agreed on the offer, now you're going to get the house inspected. And, depending on the area that you're at, I think the home inspections are about the same cost. We had a fantastic guy that did our home inspection. I wish I had his card with me. I apologize, but it was Giraldi Home Inspectors in New Hampshire, if you're in that area. But that's going to cost you $450. That's what it cost us. We're on well water, so it was recommended we get the water inspected. So that was another $100. Then, because of how far out we are in New Hampshire, there is no town sewage, so we're going to be on a septic system. We had to get the septic tank inspected. Another $200. Now, you got to get these things done because you don't want, you go in for the home inspection. Ours was pretty clean. Everything looked pretty good. And we were able to take another $2,500 off the home because there was, a deck needs to be done. A couple of other minor things need to be done. But the biggest thing was a deck. And, they took $2,500 off my closing costs so that they could help me there with the redo the deck. Also, once you decide that, yeah, we're going to go forward, the septic tank you want to get inspected because, to replace the septic tank could cost you up to $40,000. So the $200 is well worth it. You got to get it done. So it's you can't avoid these things, these costs, and they do come up. And once you say, yeah, let's go forward, we want the house, well, now you got to pay an appraisal fee. Somebody's going to come out and make sure the home is worth what you are buying it for. So our appraisal fee was $550. So just right out of the gate, and still there's no guarantee we're going to get the house. I mean, usually when you get to this point, you are going to get the home. But this cost us $6,300 just to be able to, put an offer on a home, inspect the home, and now we're at the purchase and sale agreement of this home. So, if everything goes right, and the appraisal, which is being scheduled right now as we speak, which should be done next week, we should be closing on this home on August 19th. So we got a little bit of a gap. We do also have, which I didn't include in this, we got a storage shed. So that's how we chose to be able to kind of fill in the gap of, what are we going to do with our stuff? So we've been putting stuff in a storage shed up in New Hampshire, and that was another, $175 to get in, and another $120. So it's going to cost me another about $300. So in all told, it's going to cost me $6,600 just to be able to get in the other place as far as, those fees up front. So you got to plan this out if you're going to be moving. Again, it's a baby step 3B situation where you should be saving for your deposit. Now, we're using the equity in my home as a down payment on this house. So the house is going to cost me $300,000 in New Hampshire. We should see approximately $150,000 in our equity in my own pocket. We're putting $100,000 down. So we're putting a third down on this, and we're taking a $200,000 mortgage out. But that will be it. That's going to be all I'll have for payments or debt. The only debt that I'm going to have is a mortgage on my home. So I'll be in baby step 4, 5, and 6. So I just wanted to bring up those expenses. I hope that things are going right for you. If you need help, get in touch with me, Coach P2210 at yahoo.com. I'm going to be talking about side hustles next episode. A lot of things were asked about side hustles with me this past weekend. Because I'm telling people how much I'm working. I'm working my ass off, trying to get ahead, because you know what I say. I want to win. I want to help you win. Let's win together.